Hey guys, this is Amy and we are celebrating our 100th show of Stick with the Plan. Stay right here. So glad you're with me today. We are celebrating our 100th show. Think about all of our locations we've been to together, all of the stories and scriptures. Man, all of the shares. You all have shared this show over 10,000 times. So what a blessing. We have been through a lot together. I think about all of my bloopers. Oh, I'm so glad that you were with me. Just love having you all here. I don't want to say that. Oh, there's a bug on me. Okay. My faith would work by love. So I had to say that. Glad you're with me today. We are talking about emotions. Is that right?
Yes, we are talking about emotions.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm glad you joined me today. My husband's getting emotional.
Okay. I'm thankful that our editor Brian doesn't reveal those to you every week. But he's been such a blessing. I wanted to give a shout out to Brian and Robin and Judith, their family. Man, without them, there wouldn't be a 100th show of Stick with the Plan. It's neat to see God bringing in a team to help you get to the promise that He's given you. And that's what 100 represents in the Bible. It shows the promise. When God spoke to Abraham and told him, you're going to be the father of many nations. He was 100 when Isaac was born. You know, he had to hold on to that promise. Even though he was old, he had to judge God faithful who had promised. And that's exactly what Hebrews 11:11 says, that by faith, Sara, even though she was old in her body, past the childbearing age, she received strength by faith, you know, to bear a son, Isaac. It says that she judged him faithful who had promised. Now that's what we've got to do in our life. I know there's big plans on you. I know the promise of God is on you, but we'll have to look at the character of the one who promised. Now I can think about when my daughter was young. She would run off of our stage at church into my husband Jay's arms, and he would just catch her. And you know, it looked kind of wild if you were just watching it, because she was fearless. She would jump high and low, and wherever she was, he would just catch her every time. And you know, someone else would come by, some teenager, and say, oh, that looks fun. Hey, Summer, come on. And she would go, She judged them not faithful. You know, she knew her dad. She knew his character. He was not going to drop her. I mean, he would fall down to catch her before he would let her fall. You know, that's how we should think about that promise, that plan that God has given us. He's going to make it come to pass. We are the believer. He is the performer. When I look over our church and some of the families that have stepped out on the promises of God, on that plan on their life. I think of Cheryl and Sammy and how that they stepped out in their family and started a Bible study at their home, that their nieces and nephews are coming in and they're training them up in the ways of marriage and the ways to put God first in their families. And I love that they stepped out on the promise and they're seeing increase. Another family, we have Bud and Cheryl. They started an ice cream shop in the middle of nowhere. I had to put the address in my phone to get there because it was a God promise, a God plan. Every time we pull up, it's packed out with people. They're blessed. You know, there's something, when you judge Him faithful who has promised, you can be fearless to just jump out on that promise and see it come to pass. As I'm celebrating our 100th show, I want you to celebrate that promise on the inside of you, that plan He has for you. It's God working in you, giving you the desire and the ability to see it come to pass. And that's how we'll stick with the plans He has for us. Thank you so much for joining us today and celebrating this 100th show. We just love hearing from you, the testimonies that are happening in your life. What a blessing to us. All of your likes, your love, your shares, all of your comments, they're encouraging to us. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like our page, because as you know, each and every week, we're going to bring you a brand new video to help you stick with the plan.